first time playing. Ooh. Let's see, it might take a second. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ooh, this is cool.
Dare to play.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Already very different than the other Nancy Drew games. Now, I have played all of the Nancy Drew games multiple times. I have never played this one. This is the one Nancy Drew game I've never played. There appears to be some sort of weird graphical glitch already at the very beginning, so that bodes well. Oh no, it's not it. Oh, I see. That's not it. That's not a graphical glitch. That's where the text goes. Let's see. Okay, graphics are high, audio volume, subtitles, and tutorials. Sure, why not? Okay. Okay. So my relationship with this game. I don't know at this point how long ago this game came out. It's been a minute. It's been a couple years. I used to play like the Nancy Drew games as they came out, right? So when all of the hullabaloo happened with this game, it was a pretty big deal for me. It was pretty disappointing seeing how her Interactive handled everything. But personally, at this point, I'm hopeful. I'm excited for Secret of the Seven Keys, and I have been meaning to play this game. So, in honor of Spooky Month, here we go. Let's give it a shot. I'm excited. I'm reserving judgment. I know how some people feel about this game. I know how it's kind of controversial. So let's dive in. Oh, we're definitely gonna do amateur for now.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to Mosam Castle to retrieve it before I head back to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy.
Oh, okay. We're in Austria? Whoa.
Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure. So, are you coming in?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although, I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have. From the other side of this door.
Okay.
I recommend opening the window for some
I was gonna
light.
say, it's very hard to see.
No electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
Okay.
Ah, much better. What a wonderful view.
Beautiful. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I was wondering how the controls worked in this game. Okay, interesting. Oh my gosh, we have a silhouette.
Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we're in Austria, which is already different. I did think we were gonna be in Salem. We have a scary, pitch black silhouette.
Austria is wonderful.
I do enjoy it here myself. I'm not from Austria. I was brought here by my work. The food is quite an experience.
The pancake soup was great.
Ooh,
Yes, the Frittatensuppe. The locals consider it traditional.
sounds delicious.
How How long have you known my dad?
Oh, Carson and I are not that close. He reached out to me because I'm the historian keeping track of all the relics here. And as he guessed, we should have the Book of Apologies somewhere.
Lucky I was already here on vacation. I was quite surprised when he called and asked me to come. Though I have to admit, visiting a castle is something I've never been able to turn down.
Do you do these kinds of things a lot?
From time to time.
Only for about 25 years.
What else can you tell me
Yeah,
about
what is the
the
Book of Apologies?
As I mentioned, it's the book written by Judge Samuel Sewell himself, detailing the names of people accused of witchcraft. Sewell was one of the very few judges who regretted his actions. The book became his way of finding redemption. Sewell himself was originally from England, but acted as a judge in the Salem witch trials. Do you perhaps know why Carson would need such a book? Just out of curiosity, of course, it's just such a very unusual request.
He's looking into it as a favor for the current judge in Salem.
Oh.
It's actually because he suspects me to be a
I'll
witch.
get back to it.
Take all the time you need.
Okay. We have our phone. Our checklist. Oh, I can just call people right here, right now?
You've reached the voicemail inbox of Ned Nickerson. I apologize that I did not come to the phone in a timely fashion. Please feel free to leave a message after the beep.
Okay. Ooh, I like this way to take photos. That's fun. Oh, the sound is very unbalanced. Cool, I like that. Oh, neat, and we have texts. I've been wanting them to add texts to these games. Very cool. Take care, Dance. Okay, so Nancy was here on vacation, and we are doing things.
You said Judge Sewell was a pious man.
Yes, he believed in the healing powers of the good book. Of course, the Bible was also used to justify executing people.
Depends on who's reading it. It's often misinterpreted.
Hot take for a
Give ear
Nancy
to
Drew
my
game.
prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. Sounds like a man full of regret.
Psalm 55:1. I was not expecting Bible verses, I'll be honest. Like, I know obviously that's a very important part of the Salem witch trials, but I was not expecting that from a Nancy Drew game. I'm okay with it. This is cool. Give eat to my prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. Okay. Oh, okay, so we have... I always appreciate that games do this, where they give you a little bit of an accessibility option. Rotate. Okay, cool. This is very, like, Resident Evil. I'm here for it. Anything else we can click on? It's cool that we have options to kind of look around and click on things. What's this? Oh!
Is this Judge Sewell's desk?
Ah, yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of
Oh, it's
Apologies
beautiful.
does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches in the Salem witch trials.
Oh god, sorry.
Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Yeah, we just talked to you about
Allegedly.
this.
Yes.
Alright, we already talked to her about that, but okay.
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
This desk is
I
really
do regret
beautiful.
to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
Thank you, Silent Storm. Sorry about that. I can very rarely contain my sneezes. I think it's a genetic thing. Also, hello, welcome, Silent Storm. Alright. To right the wrongs I made in zealous blindness, I'm writing a book I call the Book of Apologies. To be worthy of his mercy, I am traveling the world to note down all the names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrongs I have helped create. My guilt allows me not to ask for your forgiveness, though. Know that my soul, okay. Know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I have done. Oofa doofa. That's hilarious, Silent Storm. Also, do you have a name preference? Let me know. Yeah, I always feel bad, especially because I work in an office.
What does this mean?
And every time I sneeze, it's like, sometimes we'll be, the office will be silent, sometimes it won't. It's a whole thing. Okay, this is cool. This is a very pretty, oh, this is a very pretty desk. I like this way of controlling, oh, of course.
Locked.
I like this way of controlling the game. This is really neat. There's a button or something here. I can't... Maybe I can press it with a pen, maybe? If I can find something. Oh, there's another one. Oh! Oh, I found a key. Oh, nice. Okay.
Doesn't fit.
Can I put the key in here? No. Oh, I have to inspect the key. Oh, this is cool! Wow! Okay, so I had to open it a little bit in order for it to fit. Wow, this is cool. I like this a lot. It's very Resident Evil. Okay, now let's try it. Oh, that's awesome!
What a clever desk. It even comes with a labyrinth.
Cool. Okay, so I have to get it through. Easy mode.
Easy.
Oh! Uh-oh.
I found it. It's here.
What? Really? Amazing!
It's locked behind some sort of cage, though.
Looks like a chastity belt.
The lock says A-W.
No, it says aw.
Any ideas?
A-W? No. But I have some tools in the shop that might be able to cut it free.
What
In
wasn't
my
there
shop. I'll go. Meet me there.
wasn't there somebody
Where
named
is that?
Woodley?
Hey, wait for me.
Woodley or
Book of
Woods?
Apologies. It's
something?
locked.
It's locked. What was the name? Yeah, Abigail Hawthorne Woodley. So maybe this is just AW. It's Abigail Woodley. Okay, so we have to go meet her at her...
An old chest. But it won't open. But that's not really important right now.
It could be Nancy, you don't know.
Some of this stuff looks very old.
Okay, so, first impressions.
Some of this stuff looks
I
very
really
old,
like
but it doesn't look like
the
it's
way
very
the game
useful.
controls. This is very, very interesting.
Malleus Maleficarum. Wow. The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Oh gosh, look at this. Alright, I am gonna use this mode to read this because I have a really hard time reading that kind of text. Part 3, second head, question 4. The judge should act as follows in the continuation of torture. Oh my god. Her interactive, are you okay? First, he should bear in mind that just as the same medicine is not applicable to all the members, but there are various and distinct salves for each several member, so not all heretics or those accused of hearsay are to be subjected to the same method of questioning, examination, and torture as to the charges laid against them. Oh my gosh, this is truly like old school because it's just one big long run-on sentence. But various and different means are to be employed according to their various natures and persons. Now a surgeon cuts off rotten limbs, and mangy sheep are isolated from the healthy, but a prudent judge will not consider it safe to bind himself down to one invariable rule in his method of dealing with a prisoner who is endowed with the witch's power of tanked eternity, and whose silence he is unable to overcome. For if the sons of darkness were to become accustomed to one general rule, they would provide. Wow, I processed none of this. I was just so focused on reading and just being able to read that was nothing to me. All right, let's go meet the doctor.
Nancy, this way.
Where is that? Dr. Hurst?
Hello? There's a witch. Oh,
Nancy
Deirdre.
Drew. It's Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre? Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of...
Listen, I know we haven't exactly been besties in the past, but I'm in the middle of something big, and
Deirdre, I have to call you back.
Wait, don't hang up on me!
Elizabeth?
Get freaking wrecked,
Elizabeth!
Deirdre.
Hey! What are you doing?
Whoa!
What? The book! They took the book!
Go after them!
Stop!
Look at them go!
Stop running!
Oh my gosh, we're chasing them. Let's freaking go, Nancy Drew. Can I? Go, Nancy, go, Nancy, go. Oh my gosh, this is great. Chase scene. Go.
Gotta move slowly.
Oh my gosh, she's...
Come on. No!
What in the world?
Gotta figure out which way they went. Must be a clue here.
Alright, well, definitely take the key. Oh, it's an AW key. Oh, I bet this unlocked the book.
A-W. Same as the desk.
Thank you, Nancy. Oh, I got an achievement. From Vienna to Boston. Global Travel Airways. Oh, it doesn't say the name.
A ticket to Boston. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
Cool. Oh my gosh.
Yes, Deirdre. What is it?
You know where I am right now? Salem.
Salem? As in witch trial Salem?
Obvi. Come on, Drew. My cousin has... Well, she's gotten into some trouble here, and I thought I could help her out. But it turns out this situation is much more complicated than I anticipated. So now, I'm calling you to ask for some... guidance.
You want my help?
Ugh, yes, don't make this more painful. I could use your professional opinion, okay?
Okay.
It so happens that the case I'm on is connected to Boston, which is just nearby Salem. And I was never a big believer in coincidences.
Oh, are you sure?
I'd love to.
Seriously?
I thought I had reached a dead end, but it looks like I have to go to Massachusetts anyway. In any case, a fresh perspective would do me good.
Ugh, you're already annoying me, and you're not even here yet.
You're welcome. I think it might even be fun.
I love you, Deirdre.
This is so the worst idea I've ever had. I'll pick you up from the airport.
Yay, girl date. Let's go. Ooh, look at this.
I appreciate you coming here, Drew.
I'm just glad you didn't change your mind and leave me at the airport.
Look at this cutscene.
Might have crossed my mind. Keep the excessive cheeriness under control.
She's so cute.
And we'll be fine.
No promises.
Where were you, by the way?
Austria,
Did I interrupt a vacation with Ned?
didn't you bring me here to help with a case?
Yes, I did. And that's it.
Ooh.
A fire? Was anyone hurt?
Happened in the middle of the night. No one was there, thankfully. The house wasn't completely destroyed, but the person who lived there had to move out. Just so we're clear, this is my case. I know you're a detective and everything, but this is personal. It's family. Well, extended, and from my father's side. But whatever, that's not the point. It's personal. You take my lead, okay?
Of course.
Okay, demanding.
But, well, I have done this a couple of times, Deirdre. And in my experience, we can cover twice as much ground if we work side by side.
You know, respect your experience and whatever, but family trumps experience. It's sensitive, and I don't want you messing it up by being too...
To what?
Too... you. You're a question machine. This requires gentle handling. Delicate.
And that's been your approach.
Well, like I say, I need help.
So, can I ask some questions?
Like anyone could stop you.
Alright. I have seen a screenshot of this scene, so it's kind of interesting to finally see it happening. I'll talk about it more after we've landed.
Why don't we start with your extended family?
They're cousins. The Perrys. Parry.
Oh, like in fencing.
Yes. Tegan is the older one. May is younger. They had a difficult childhood, okay? And now May is suspected of committing arson on the most important historic mansion in Salem. And I know it's not true. I know it.
Okay.
What can you tell me about May?
She has a reputation as a troublemaker. Seems like a loner to me. Maybe a bit odd at times. Sometimes she can even sense things before they happen.
Odd how?
I don't know. Troubled teen stuff, difficult time as a kid. Oddest thing is, she won't give an alibi.
That would be seen as suspicious.
That's the problem. Everyone is so suspicious of her. Prejudice, I guess. Because of... well, you'll see.
Sounds like we should talk
But
to
she's
her
Soon.
different.
Where do you think we're going?
What does Tegan think about this?
She's worried about May, obviously. Tegan isn't like May. She's upstanding. She works at the Salem Museum and doesn't know a thing about criminal cases, which is why she contacted me.
Okay.
One more question. What can you tell me about this historic mansion?
It's called the Hathorn House, and it's old. Like really old. And now it's been set on fire.
Nothing else significant about it?
Well, yeah, a lot of things. But one that's kinda why you're here.
Which is why.
The Hathorn House is haunted.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh, pretty.
What do you mean, haunted?
Exactly that. There's ghosts.
Deirdre.
I don't believe it either, Drew. But I can't explain it. Everyone seems to think they exist. With so many sightings, even if it isn't real ghosts, something is definitely going on. I thought that maybe you can disprove them. So, would you please get out of my car and come inside?
Okay.
If we're going to work side by side, you'd better learn to keep up with me.
Oh, there's a Ghost of Thornton Hall pumpkin. That's awesome.
You must be Nancy. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, hi, you're cute.
You know, you live in the same neighborhood for 20 years, and you'd expect your neighbors to be a little more understanding when your family is falsely accused of a horrific crime. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Deirdre?
I'm good, thanks.
Tegan Perry, welcome to my home. Well, our home, although right now my parents are literally on safari in Namibia, so while their daughter is being convicted of a crime she didn't commit, I'm taking care of things around here. They'll be home soon. Hopefully. A very expensive courier is tracking them down in the bush. Top notch, I found him on the internet. Deirdre tells me you'll be assisting her in clearing my sister's name.
Assisting? Yeah.
She's innocent. I don't know why she won't help herself. She's got a difficult reputation. Well, you know, Deirdre, what people here can be like. She doesn't trust easily, not since... I'm sorry, are you hungry? There's clam chowder, homemade.
Hell
A
yeah!
little taste of New England. I made up the guest bedroom for you, Nancy. Deirdre, sorry, you're bunking with May. Make yourselves at home. Oh, I almost forgot. After you girls get comfortable, you two should swing by the museum. Might as well take in some history while you're here, right? Just don't get suckered into that witch's walking tour. Olivia Ravencroft is not a witch. She would have you believing all kinds of nonsense about the town being full of ghosts.
I thought you two used to be friends.
That was a long time ago. Look, I'm sorry, I gotta get going. Running late to an appointment.
Thanks, Tegan. I appreciate you letting us stay. Before you go, do you have time for a quick question?
Nancy, we just got here.
Sorry, I know you're in a rush. It would really help.
Of course. I have time for one question, if it'll help.
Okay, I have a lot of thoughts. I'm gonna finish this conversation before I start going off on all my thoughts.
What can you tell me about where the fire happened?
What have you heard about it? Look, I appreciate you want help, but I don't want you dragging all that up and upsetting May. You told me she would be able to reach her. That's not
what Nancy is asking about.
I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. I just thought since the Hathorn House is important to the town, you must know about it. Through the museum.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The Hathorn House fire. Yes, John Hathorn
was there another
one of Salem's
fire?
founders. His large house estate was the oldest surviving structure from 17th century Salem.
Oh, is that all?
That was 2 questions. I said 1. But yes, he was also the big-time judge that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Is there some other fire I need to know about?
No. May's accident was in a fire. I just don't want her getting upset with unnecessary questions about things long over.
I understand.
You can read all about Judge Hathorn when you come to the museum later. Gotta run.
Okay. Alright, can I please play the game?
You jerk. Tegan said you've been in town for days, but you haven't come by.
I know. I had to check in with your case at the,
Oh, hi.
I didn't want to bother
You're
you.
cool.
How you holding up?
I've been accused of worse.
No, you haven't.
Hey, at least I got you to get off your butt and finally visit me.
Oh, this is the girl I was telling you about. Nancy Drew.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, okay, bye.
Oh. She really doesn't want to talk. This could be difficult. Any advice?
Do better? I'll be in the kitchen.
I love Deirdre. Okay. Boy, howdy, there's a lot I want to say. First thing, I want to say is absolutely love...
Deirdre would be upset if I left without her.
Okay.
She's waiting in the kitchen.
Okay. Absolutely love all of the voice actors so far, except for Nancy. No, I that's not true. I like Nancy's voice acting. I imagine she was under quite a lot of pressure when they were making this game. So she's not quite having as much personality in her voice as I think like Deirdre and Tegan and May are. Right now I think they have the most fun personalities, the most like unique voice lines so far. Nancy's just been kind of vanilla so far. Also really loved the beginning, the chase scene, that was really fun. I'm liking a lot. I definitely have some issues with some of the animations. Just some like little details that were present in previous games that obviously this game was created in Unity rather than the engine that Her Interactive used previously. Okay, I'm also seeing why.
The neighborhood looks peaceful from up here. The neighborhood looks peaceful.
I'm also seeing why some people were confused trying to move around the house. This is a little bit much, I'll be honest. I was gonna say that I kind of enjoyed, like, when you're standing there talking to somebody, the like screen is moving a bit as if you were Nancy. I thought at some points it was kind of distracting, like it was happening a little bit too much. Definitely there was a lot of talking and not a lot of me being able to do anything. So let's keep it moving.
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
What were you actually doing before you picked me up from the airport?
What do you mean?
You gave May a non-answer when she asked why it took you so long to stop by here.
A non-answer? Yeah, because I went to the police station.
And?
And they're still going through the evidence. And when they found out I was May's cousin, they started laughing.
So they think she did it.
Everyone does. So, I went to check out the Hathorn house myself. But I never went inside.
The ghost?
What? No. There was some weirdo there who told me the ghost was going to steal my soul. It was totally creepy. And then I found out that everyone in this town believes in ghosts, so I didn't enter.
Well, whatever or whoever it is, there's an explanation behind it. Did the police give you anything? Anything at all?
They told me there's a Judge Danforth in town, and he's going over the particulars of the Hathorn House estate. I found his office, but he kinda never let me enter his office. Believe me, I tried.
Okay, so
I know
there's
him. Not well.
an
but
officer
enough
or a
to get through his
judge.
door and have a conversation.
All right, are we going into town or what?
Sure.
Who could gain something by burning down a house?
Wait, I wasn't ready to leave.
Insurance claim, maybe?
Oh, whatever.
Possibly. Means, motive, and opportunity. We need to start interviewing. See if anyone checks off those 3 boxes.
And in your experience?
It's usually something much more personal.
I don't suppose I could leave this conversation. Okay.
This tour sounds interesting.
Don't tell Tegan that's your plan.
It'll give us a good overview of the town.
You mean I want to meet the real witch of Salem?
Oh,
Yeah, I
jeez.
do. She might know something. I wonder why Tegan doesn't like her.
You don't have to investigate everything, Drew. Olivia steals Tegan's visitors, sounds like. You really want to do the dumb tour?
You don't have to come with me.
Side by side. Gotta be honest, it does sound more fun than the museum.
Okay. So we just automatically leave conversations. Anything? Anything over here? No. Hey, girl.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah?
Oh, your phone is... Oh, you look like you're struggling with that a little bit.
Do you mind if I look around the house?
Ugh, you're so weird. I'm done talking, okay?
Okay, bye.
Deirdre's convertible. Looks strikingly familiar.
Oh, I don't know what that's a reference to.
Rust be gone. Now that's handy. Never know when a bit of stubborn iron oxide will get in the way of investigating.
Now that is a very Nancy thing to say. Oh, and she just took it. That's fine. Okay, Nancy. I mean, that's not really something you should do. Alright, you don't just take
Hiking
stuff.
the Patagonian Highlands, Outback Safari, Survival Guide for the Rainforest of Myanmar. The Perrys have a real taste for adventure. Hiking the Patagonian Highlands.
Okay. So they're a rich white family that lives on the East Coast. and they go on safaris. So that's basically what I got from that. Let's go in this random person's room. Oh, this is my room.
Huh?
Huh? I like the wind. I like having this like atmosphere outside. I think that's nice. Anything?
A good night's rest improves memory retention. But it's too early for bed.
Yeah, I'm having some like conflicting feelings about Nancy right now because she's definitely having some of that like classic Nancy like style. I think the voice actress just needs to come into her own a little bit more. Oh, cute. Coven. Oh, so Tegan's a part of a coven. Interesting.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
It means coven. Yeah, I think Nancy's voice actress has a lot of potential.
I probably shouldn't be in May's room without an invitation.
Correct. Boundaries, Nancy.
Oops, wrong door. The guest room is at the end of the hall.
Can I go this way? No. No. I can't? No. Okay. Let's check our phone. Oh boy, look at all these things.
Hey, this is Nancy Drew. I have a couple more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, hello. I remember you, yes.
Sorry. Forgot about the time zones.
It's fine, it's fine. What did you want to ask me?
Like, I even feel like Dr. Elizabeth Hurst has a really good voice actor. I feel like what I'm feeling from this delivery is that all of the voice actors are very experienced, except for Nancy's. But I actually don't know that much about her voice actress. I like her voice, though. I really like her voice as Nancy.
I want to know more about victims of witch trials.
I see. Well, my focus lies on the Salber-Yako witch trials in and around Mosum Castle in the late 1600s. A clear but unusual pattern emerged for arresting, torturing, and executing at least 139 people.
Yikes.
How awful. What do you mean by a pattern?
The victims were social outcasts, disabled, homeless, poor. Over half of them were mere children and juveniles that gathered in gangs of beggars and petty thieves to survive.
Unsurprising.
Uncommonly, more than 2/3 of the accused witches in this case were male.
That's so sad.
Really?
They didn't stand a chance.
Indeed. Their low social status left them vulnerable to public scorn and persecution, as they had no one to vouch for their whereabouts. One young man in particular was sought after but never found, Jakob Kohler. The rumors of his black magic grew wilder by the day, spiraling into a witch-hunting craze.
This is worrisome. I don't want the same thing to happen in Salem a second time.
All the more important to educate about the past. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Yeah, it's interesting to note and realize that witch trials and like witch hunts happened in other places other than like Salem, right? Like I don't think it's ever something that really occurred to me until the last few years, just because we're not really taught about that stuff.
Can you tell me any more about Judge Sewell?
Yes. Samuel Sewell was a man plagued by remorse about the Salem witch trials for the rest of his life. He came to realize witchcraft does not exist and saw misfortunes in his personal life as punishment from God for condemning innocent people on insubstantial evidence.
At least he came to his senses, but too late to save the trial victims.
I believe he tried to make amends in other ways. Although not free of problematic views of the time, Sewell did strongly protest against slavery, composing the earliest recorded anti-slavery tract of what was to become the United States.
I'm not sure if that helps my investigation, but it's nice to hear people can learn and do better.
Indeed. Any more questions?
Interesting. Okay, so I don't know if this is just like the particular way that they're like like verbalizing things, but I feel like this game more than a lot of others is taking more of a stance on some of these, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like basically like very obviously saying like things like, hey, slavery was bad and people are bad, but I'm glad that this person was trying to do good, and the fact that they're talking openly about the Bible and about uh I don't know, just I'll try to find a better way to explain it, but it's just an interesting observation.
Did you find any more secrets on AW inside Judge Sewell's desk?
Nothing you hadn't already uncovered. It's an intriguing design, however, one that would become popular throughout Europe a century later under the famous German cabinet maker David Röntgen.
I wonder how Sewell managed to be ahead of his time. The ghost of carpentry yet to come?
What? The world has always been filled with crafty artisans. Another example of mechanical trick vessels and furniture can be found much earlier, in the 12th century works of chief engineer Ismail al-Jazari. Ah, but I'm getting carried away.
Wish I had the chance to crack the Book of Apologies, too. The AW lock. You have no idea what that could be referring to.
I'm afraid not. I've looked up a few options but found nothing I consider plausible. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help here, but if you find out, please let me know. I'm very curious about this myself.
All right, thanks anyway. I'm on it.
Right. Good. Any more questions?
I'll let you get back to your evening. Night? Thank you for taking time for me. It was nice talking to you again.
You're welcome. Please stay in touch with any historical discoveries you make. I'd greatly appreciate it.
Will do.
Okay. Let's see. Now can I leave or yes?
Ned! Hi.
Hi, Ned.
How have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Sorry. I've been on a flight.
Busy on another case, huh? You know, you should really enjoy yourself more, Nance. Life's too short to be working all the time.
This isn't work for me. It's fun. Besides, crime doesn't take a vacation. Speaking of which, how's yours?
Ned, come on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sounds like you're having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Call you later, Nancy.
Well, that was... yeah.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. Are we supposed to be... Oh my god, hi, Deirdre. Look, Thornton Hole down here. That's so cool.
A leopard print lighter. Why here? Better hang on to this.
Ooh, I appreciate that it's rewarding me for looking around. Also, I'm really liking the music. Very spooktacular. What if I just, like, leave? Oh my god, Deirdre, please. You can't do this to me, Deirdre. Wow, everybody has mail. Okay, this is going nowhere. Ooh, a protest! Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. What's up? Okay. Cool. Oh, there's a lot of people.
Visitors! By now, you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks. The truth is, witches are real. They have always been real. They are alive and well. They are powerful, carrying the secrets of the world beyond the one we see. Ritual, mystery, magic. Most exist now only in secret, and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge for the deaths of the Salem witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
That's so cool.
Ooh.
Thank you. Now, if any of you are interested in the real history of the witches of Salem, I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town. And perhaps
I like her.
you too will see one of the restless dead.
Okay.
Austria used the same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief?
Nobody else could
What
use
were
stage
you doing
magic.
there?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Do you regularly fly to Europe for investigations?
Yeah, actually.
Sometimes.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward.
I do. Me.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Me? Never. Well, nothing too bad, I hope.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are a witch.
So to become a witch, do I need to take a test or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecutors. We don't need permission. We don't live by the rules. Anyway, what can I help you with?
Interesting. I like her. I like her Spirit Halloween costume.
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets. It's against the witch code.
A code? I thought bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although, if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at least one secret about being a witch.
I want to be a witch.
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween. And I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathorn house was burned?
You look a little young to be working for the police, dear.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. We're just curious tourists.
Good. Because I've already spoken with them.
And so, you were here.
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here. If you go on my
So I've
tour,
heard.
you'll learn where you can find it.
Are you one of those, like, preaches about anti-capitalism, but actually, you know, benefits from a capitalistic society? Holly, I don't know why I'm not getting my alerts, but thank you for the resub.
Have you lived in Salem for long?
Born and raised.
So you know the Perrys?
Of course. Not well. If you were looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan. I figured there was some history between you two.
That was a long time back. We don't talk much now.
And May?
Yes, I know her too. Not spoken to her for a long time either.
But you've heard the rumors about her.
May is a troubled girl, And sometimes such girls get blamed for things that were not their... I don't think she burned down the Hathorn house, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds look for mundane explanations.
Okay, so she's not exactly blaming, she's not blaming May, but she's also not, freaking, gosh, I lost track of what I was saying because I saw Holly. Hi, Holly. Also, hi, Sage. How you guys doing? We're investigating some spooks. And my alerts are not working. Yeah, so she's not blaming May, but she is blaming ghosts.
Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven that they performed a ritual to return the dead witches to Salem to seek out their revenge before the witches moved on.
Is there any evidence of such a coven?
Ever since then, ghost sightings have gone through the roof. Salem is now considered the most haunted place in the country.
Interesting.
You think it's a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
I mean, it makes sense that if people start spreading, like, rumors and information about ghosts, people are gonna think that they're seeing ghosts more.
How else could the fire have started?
I heard there was not a single living soul in the house when it started burning. Keyword, living.
Ooh.
The world is composed of 2 equal parts, dark and light. The light we see every day. It's the trees, the people, the birds. It's our world. You can even see it at night. The dark is the unknown. A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath
Ayo?
the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a painful history permeates every surface, every crack, every brick, and every tomb, the dark will appear. Usually when you least expect it. That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem.
Oh, is that why they say it?
Because the dark may reach
There's also
out
probably a
and
curfew,
take
girl.
Also, did you know that Salem has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America? If you want to learn why, you should go on my tour.
Oh my gosh. Is this a pay? Do I have to pay money for this tour? Because you really keep mentioning it every other sentence.
Talk to you later.
Alright, well, this guy was listening in on our conversation the entire time. And his twin is directly behind him, so there's that. Let's see. Everybody says that people are seeing aliens because of rumors, but the thing is they're real, so what does the rumor have to do with it? Right? Exactly. Exactly correct. Hi, Deirdre. Oh my gosh. This game. Yeah, Holly, as far as I can tell, this game has been pretty historically accurate.
The museum is over there, across the square. That's where we can get the real
Also, this
witches
is our
tour
girlfriend,
tickets.
Deirdre.
The judge's office is in that building. If we want to go see him first, dive into the case, I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
Sure. Also, speaking of... This lady is the embodiment of click here to find out more. Seriously, Holly, you're so right. No, interesting take. Okay, two things. First, the audio is very unbalanced in this game, and I don't know if there's a way to fix it. So, like, the music is really loud in my ears, and I'm having to focus really hard to listen to any of the voice acting. That's why I think my thoughts are a little bit jumbled, because I'm hearing things at different levels, and my brain is going a little bit cuckoo. Goths in your area want to tell you more. Click here. Hot goth ghosts in your area. Second interesting thing is, so there's always been a thing about Nancy and Ned not being a good pair. So like Ned is Nancy's boyfriend, and they've had like fights in past games, and it's made their relationship more interesting. But really, Ned is just a vanilla white boy, and we still love him, but we kind of hate him as Nancy's partner. So basically what I'm seeing with this game is we're seeing Deirdre as girlfriend material because they have a lot of chemistry, Nancy and Deirdre. Also look at her. I mean, come on. Also, we literally got a call from Ned, and there was like a girl with him, and Nancy was like, oh, that's weird, especially because he didn't really explain. So basically what I'm seeing is the game is setting up for Ned to be like not into Nancy anymore, and Nancy to be totally into Deirdre. So like what I'm saying is, come on, her interactive, stop being a coward. Oh my gosh, Holly, that's awesome! You just finished a book about the Salem trials. Please tell me any information you feel is relevant, because I would love to learn. Honestly, I really would. Especially if you feel like what we're learning in the game is like legit or not.
Sounds good. Let's go meet the judge.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go meet the judge. Oops. No, I want to go to the protest. Okay. Hello.
Yes, can I help you?
Oh, hi, Alicia.
Hi. Sorry to bother you, but we were looking for Judge Danforth's office.
Just across the hall. Why? What did you two girls do?
We didn't do...
I'm kidding. Alicia Cole, Esquire.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nancy Drew, and this is Deirdre Shannon. You're a lawyer.
Salem's best. The only practicing lawyer in the historic town limits, if you could believe it.
Really?
And if you girls were in any trouble, I'd have no problem representing you. You both have that innocent look. Juries love it.
So you're saying we could get away with a crime?
We?
No? Partners in crime?
Come on,
Sorry to
partners
bother you,
maybe?
Miss Cole. We'll check in with the judge. Have a good evening.
I don't know how I feel about a lawyer immediately coming up to us and saying, I like you because you have an innocent look, therefore you could get away with it, and I'm okay with representing you if you can get away with it. Cool. That's not problematic at all. Ooh, I want to go in. Let me in.
That group is really chanting up a storm.
Yeah, good for them.
What has them so angry?
Your mama.
You'd really become my enemy if I committed a crime?
Sorry. You shouldn't joke about that.
Why? You gonna arrest me?
Ooh, woo?
No, but I'd call the police to report you.
For what?
I'd also recommend you a decent lawyer, because I'm an excellent witness for the prosecution.
Wow.
I'm a lawyer's daughter, Deirdre. Don't mess with me.
You're boring,
Hello?
Nancy.
Judge
I'm
Danforth.
just kidding.
Yeah. Hello. Ted? Is that you?
Ted?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, he's progressive.
My name
He
is
thinks
Nancy
my name is
Drew.
Ted.
I think you've spoken with my father.
Nancy Drew?
And they were detectives.
Carson's daughter?
Yes, and I'm with my friend Deirdre Shannon. We're investigating
Can I
the
come
arson
in?
of the Hathorn house.
Ah, yes, yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you see, no, I mean, I'd let you in, but I seem to have been
Oh my
locked
gosh.
in my office, and I need some help getting out.
Okay.
Do you know where I could find a key to your office?
Yes, I believe I gave a copy of the key to Alicia Cole as backup. She's just down the hall. I hope she's still here.
Why didn't you get this dealt with early? Do you not have a cell phone or just even a regular phone? Old people. Ooh, we have a T-pose outside. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, come on, Nancy. You can do it. Any more T-posing? No. False judgment, false claim. Oh, another T-pose right there. Hi, Alicia.
Yes, can I help you?
He said you might have a key.
Wow, I'm him.
Sorry, I gave him my spare.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable. Does this ever end?
Oh, well then, do you have a paperclip?
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, what business do you two have with the judge?
We're helping the judge with a case.
Anything I can assist you with?
Thanks, but I think we got it. No need for a lawyer. At least, not yet.
The useless man in power of the game has appeared. You're so right. Alright, let's do it.
Judge Danforth? I couldn't find your key.
What? Alicia said she'd keep a copy for me.
Well, I did find a paperclip. I think I can pick your lock, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Ooh, a
This shouldn't
puzzle.
be too much of a challenge.
Okay, hold to drag pin. Feel for the pin that gives resistance. Release when the pin locks in place. Huh. What? Oh, I did it. Oh, interesting. Okay. There we go.
Still got it.
Efficient. How'd you learn to do that, actually?
A magazine in
Online
Venice.
video tutorial.
Someday you have to tell me about your secret life of breaking and entering, Drew. Because you're in danger of being cool. Which, honestly, I just don't like.
Someday.
I love her. Deirdre, you're the best character. What's up, old man?
Ah, those protesters are out there again, stirring the pot. You know, this town used to be a quiet place. It seems lately there's been an element that has infiltrated our community. I have no doubt one of those troublemakers locked my door and threw away the key. Now, Nancy, your father and I have discussed.
Oh, sorry. I'm not Nancy.
Of course you're not. You look nothing like Carson. Did your father ever tell you about the time we won 4th place at the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta? You see, at the time I had 20/10 vision, so I was the navigator and...
Judge, this is Deirdre Shannon. She's working with me on the case.
Deirdre, you're the one who tried to break down my door.
Breakdown?
Your Honor, that's an exaggeration. I was knocking. Heavily.
Look, I'm really busy.
Yeah,
dealing
clearly.
With this Hathorn House business. Being a judge is not as simple as, you know, investigating during your free time.
Well, we just used our free time to unlock your door. So I'm
Thank
sure
you,
you'll be
Deirdre.
willing to repay us with some answers to our questions. Right?
Yes, of course. What can I help you girls with?
Reminds me about that Tumblr post about the lesbian who was so delighted and embarrassed that the hot girl she had a crush on her saw her pick a lock. Oh, that's extremely powerful. That's giving Holly energy.
Can you explain to us how you're involved with the Hathorn House?
Well, yes. The house was built by Judge John Hathorn during the 1600s, and it represented the oldest surviving structure from that era. Judge Hathorn, of course, was one of the 3 judges that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Yes, and I'm sure we can read all about the home's history in Salem's museum.
More recently, Frances Tuttle, Judge Hathorn's last direct descendant, lived in a small section of the house while the rest was left to fall into considerable disrepair. She was alone, except for a part-time caregiver, Lauren Holt, who had a bedroom in the carriage house.
Wait.
A few
Oh,
months
okay.
ago, Frances Tuttle passed away, which left Hathorn House without a legal heir.
So it was abandoned.
According to the historical statutes of Salem, after 90 days, the house reverts to public property, the deadline of which is 2 days from now, at midnight.
Huh. Okay, so I wonder if maybe somebody's motivation for burning the house could be related to that. So that it doesn't become public property for whatever reason. I don't know why that would be a big deal to somebody, but...
So the Book of Apologies. Why did you really need it?
Yes, and first of all, I'm so glad you're all right. Nasty business. Had I known you were going to be put in harm's way, I would have never called Carson and asked for his help.
I've done plenty of work for my father. He trusts me. I can handle myself.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
So I've already heard some stories, but would you mind giving me your version of why the book is important?
Yes, so... Judge Sewell was rumored to keep a ledger of all the accused, intending to publish it to reconcile with their families and clear their names. But he passed away before he could do so.
Going to Austria for a rumored book seems like a heck of a long shot.
Well, I have been under some pressure from the AW group. AW as in accused witches.
Oh! Accused witches. Okay, so now I think this is a bit of a reference to the House of Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne. It turns out the house was stolen, and the Hawthorne family was occupying it and locking up the increasingly haunted rooms. Ooh, interesting! Oh, okay, that'd be really interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Also, given colonial America, I wouldn't be surprised if it was stolen. That's really interesting. Also, wouldn't be surprised if they took inspiration from that book, considering a lot of the Nancy Drew games have taken inspiration from actual history, as well as the different Nancy Drew books. So, let's see.
So, how did Frances Tuttle pass away exactly?
The woman was 88 years old. The coroner confirmed her death was of natural causes.
So they never investigated Lauren Holt.
You need the suspicion of foul play to investigate someone, young lady.
We'd like to speak with her all the same.
She still lives on the estate, although for how much longer
Lauren
we do
Holt.
not know.
Okay.
You can also find her in her shop, Luminous Infusions. She might be willing to talk to you.
Luminous Infusions.
I was told that the burning of Hathorne House is suspected to be a case of arson. How did the police come to that conclusion?
The investigation found paint solvent residue on burnt embers, suggesting someone deliberately used an accelerant. Thankfully, Mrs. Tuttle never had to see what became of her home.
And what evidence do you have that May Perry is the one responsible for this?
Evidence? Have you ever heard of recidivism? 3 out of 4 criminals in the United States are repeat offenders. And there's only one person in all of Salem who has a history of fire-related crime.
In all of Salem?
No evidence.
Not yet, but there will be.
You don't need evidence. She's already been convicted in the court of public opinion.
Is that what she said?
No, I'm saying it.
She has a history with this sort of thing.
What's May's motive? What does she gain by burning down the Hathorne house?
You'd have to ask her. And while you're at it, you can ask about her alibi, which she refused to give to the police. So, any other questions?
Okay, so he's clearly biased against her. I wonder, because it looked like maybe that May had a burn mark under her eye or on her eye or something. So I wonder if maybe the fire that she was in before this was also her fault somehow, or she maybe started it or something. Interesting, Holly. Yeah, I wonder if that's related, because I wonder if it could be like, this is Hathorne House, and that was Hawthorne, Judge Hawthorne, you know?
Don't you think it's dangerous throwing around May's name as a suspect before any evidence links her to the crime?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
From what you've described, there is no evidence against May. Yet you were saying that she did it. As a judge, I think you would be the first to admit that sounds prejudicial.
It is not just me, Miss Drew. There are plenty of people who believe that May is responsible for this crime. It is not prejudice when she is the only likely suspect.
That's not true!
Actually, that is the definition of prejudice.
I'm not going to have this debate with you. Is there anything else?
Oh my god.
Talk to you later.
Miss True, before you go, there is something else I need your help with.
You're not locked out of your car, are you?
Oh, no. There was an incident here recently. Someone broke into the evidence room.
Oh. Have you called the police?
Well, no, not yet. I don't think anything was taken. Never mind. I'll call the police. Thank you for your time.
Literally, Holly, I was gonna say something like that. Ever heard of recidivism? 3 out of 4 of those in prison are repeat offenders of such crimes as missing a parole meeting due to not having a taxi fare. Fee upon the prejudiced judge. Yeah, I appreciate that the game is calling out his prejudice. It is kind of nice in a weird way to see people actually being represented as prejudice in these games and not just having it be like something that's sugar-coated, if that makes sense. Okay, can I talk to you again?
So, how did your meeting go with the judge?
Informative. But he's not telling us everything.
Don't worry. Come back tomorrow. He'll be in a better mood then. Are you Carson Drew's daughter?
How could you possibly guess that? It's the hair, isn't it?
No. I see him in you. It's more than just looks.
It's my vibe, isn't it?
My father knew each other.
Know him enough. If you need any help, Nancy, please feel free to ask. Good night.
I somehow feel the most suspicious of Alicia. Maybe because she's so unsuspicious. Alright. I think we're gonna get into a cutscene here. Let's see what we got. Hello. You're closed. No cutscene. That's kind of nice. It's fun just walking around. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of people around. I really appreciate how much like activity there is here. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this?
Darn, missed the
No!
18 hours. Better luck tomorrow.
It's a tea shop. Let me in the tea shop. I want to go to the tea shop. Oh god, Deirdre, hide. No,
Maybe
Deirdre.
we can learn something about the town. Might help May's case.
I also really like being able to walk around with Deirdre. It's really fun.
It'll be more useful to explore the graveyard with a tour guide. It'll be more useful to explore...
Boo! Give a tea shop.
It's locked.
It's locked?
It's locked. The shops aren't making a lot of business right now.
Ah!
Maybe we can learn something about the town.
Deirdre, please.
Might help May's...
The Salem Museum. Prime address for local history and information on the infamous witch trials.
Alright, this is where we gotta go, I guess. Oh my god. Ooh, street art. We love street art. Ravencroft's Emporium. Cool.
The carefully researched genealogy of several accused witches. Their names weren't fully cleared until 2001.
Wow. That's amazing. Oops. Hey, girl.
Hey, sorry about the mess. We're in the middle of installing a big showcase. So what have you seen in town so far?
We decided to do the Real Witches tour.
Oh, you talked to Olivia.
But I haven't done it yet.
What's with her getup? Witch? Street magician, maybe?
Everyone has to make a living. Is she telling the story about a coven living here in the recent past?
Yeah. Why?
Just bad taste.
Olivia is quite the local character. I hope you don't mind if we do the tour. I want to see more of the town, and finding out a place's old superstitions is kind of a habit I've gotten into. I'm excited to look around the museum.
Of course.
Awkward. If only Nancy wasn't boring, it would just break in. Okay, literally though, that's like the definition of Nancy Drew, is breaking into places and things. She's a kleptomaniac.
Sad that even children are named in the list of those accused witches. Like Abigail Johnson, just 11.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's really sad. Yeah, most of the Salem witches still haven't been officially pardoned. That's not surprising. The Salem witch trials were a tragic time where those accused of witchcraft were not only adults. The hysteria and accusations implicated even the youngest in Salem, the children. Many children were accused, tried, and put into prison. In 1692, Abigail Johnson, at the age of 11, was one such child accused of witchcraft. Her mother, Elizabeth Johnson, Sr., was also accused of witchcraft in the trials. Abigail had lost her father just 2 years before the Salem trials and was being raised by her mother and grandfather. Honestly, knowing how these trials went, the accusers probably looked at her and said, "Oh, you're raising a child on your own without a man? You must be a witch." Oh my gosh, the youngest person to put to death for witchcraft was 5. That's disgusting. That's so sad. The trials were known for the accusing of many widows and people who had been in trouble for any number of reasons, especially those who may have had relatives who were outspoken against the trials or came from a position of wealth, of course. Okay, so even just like seeing that paragraph there makes me think that maybe what's happening with May being accused of the arson is kind of mirroring people being accused of witchcraft in Salem. So like, she had experience with fire, she has a record or whatever, she's prejudiced against, therefore people are accusing her of arson. Abigail accused both her mother and grandmother of witchcraft because it was known that those who confessed received more mercy. So they all determined to falsely confess together to spare their lives. Ugh. Gosh. That's so sad. It's so sad thinking about it. My goodness. Especially coming from me, who has a religious background and a strong faith. It's so sad knowing what people were basically forced to do, what they were forced to do, either by their own like beliefs or by just other people's beliefs. Let's see. Such was the case for young Abigail. History notes that her grandfather was an early critic of the witch trials and was known to be outspoken about the injustices of the trials proceedings. Abigail and numerous members of Abigail's family were accused of witchcraft. The examinations were known to take into account members of the families for many of those accused. For Abigail, this included her mother, her sister, and one of the more famous persons accused of the trials, her aunt, Abigail Faulkner. Aunt Abigail Faulkner was arrested around the same time as young Abigail and accused of afflicting others, resulting in her confession. For Abigail Johnson, this time in her life was a long series of examinations, accusations, trials, and depositions. Her aunt was arrested on August 11th of 1692. Testimonies resulted in an arrest warrant being issued for young Abigail Johnson on August 29th, even though she was only 11. Abigail's widowed mother was also arrested. The Johnsons were accused and examined on September 16th. Shortly after, Abigail's brother was arrested. Other family members, including her cousins, were examined and are recorded as being among young children who were accused of being witches in Salem. Oh boy. No, I love it, Holly, please. Like, this information it's really, really interesting. It's just so sad. I appreciate that the game is pretty thorough about this information. The trials appear to have embroiled suspicion and accusations, where neither family nor child were spared from implication, questioning, and arrest. For Abigail Johnson, while both she and her family were arrested, none were among those who were executed. Really? Still, the accused who were imprisoned suffered from poor condition and the loss of friends and family. After the trials, many of the accused were known to have petitioned the courts for payment for their losses and asked for the courts to clear their family names. The family of Abigail Johnson, who were accused of witchcraft, included her brother, Stephen Johnson, and her older sister, Elizabeth Johnson. The fear of dark evil spirits possessing the people of Salem, both old and the young, caused a hysteria resulting in 20 people executed, over 200 accused of witchcraft. Surely that's gotta be a bigger number. Surely there were more people executed than that. Sadly, the hysteria started with the accusations that actually originated from young children, when Elizabeth Parris, age 9, Abigail Williams, age 11, claimed to be possessed by the devil and blamed local witches for their actions. Yeah. Ironically, these first accusers were children. Their accusations became the spark that led to young children, even younger than Abigail Johnson, to be added to the growing list of accused. Also, children could have been coerced, right? They were probably being, not all of them, but they could have been coerced or like forced to basically pretend. The witch jails. The children accused and arrested had cold and dark walls in the prison with rats and little food. Dorothy Dorcas Good was the youngest child in the trials, and she was accused at only 4. She was the youngest among the accused and had to spend 8 months in a prison dungeon. The trial ended for little Dorothy. But her mother, Sarah Good, was later executed. The little children accused of witchcraft in the Salem witch trials suffered and are always remembered as we honor the accused. Ooh. Oh gosh. I don't know if I can I don't know if I can read anymore right now. My voice kind of hurts, but
everything you could ever want to know about Salem's history, from the
okay. Hi, Deirdre. Oops. I love her. It's cool that we can go like all the way around and really see the space. That's really cool.
The figure of a Puritan woman accused of being a witch. These were ordinary people, just like anyone else.
Can I go to the museum, please? Oh. Hi.
How's the investigating going? Any progress with May?
I've got some leads. I haven't had much progress with May, though. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions, if you have time.
Sure thing. How can I help?
Okay, that makes a lot more sense, Holly. Holly says, that seems accurate for Salem Village, but the Salem trials are also usually considered to include Salem Township, which was the surrounding agricultural area, and Andover, which, where there were even more trials than even if you in Boston. 3 times as many. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
What's this new showcase about?
Yes, this new showcase is going to be really cool. Just in time for Halloween, you know? But what is it about? If you come back on Halloween, I'll show you.
It's street art. Can't you read the sign?
So what's the deal with these pumpkins?
Oh, yeah. I've prepared some pumpkins that visitors can carve and bring with them to place around Salem. Feel free to give it a try if you want.
Hell yeah!
It's really fun and completely free.
I want to.
Talk to you later.
All right. Can I? Oh my gosh, I can make a pumpkin! I want the tall one. Oh my gosh, this is so cute! I love it. I'm gonna go with happy eyes. And I want a big smile. Oh, that is so cute.
Done. This looks great. Now to find a nice place to put it.
Yay! Love it. Okay, so I can't go into the museum, I guess. I'll just leave. Can I go in here?
It's locked.
No. Yeah, moving around is definitely interesting in this game. Okay. Can I... It's locked! Hi, Rooftop Song! Good to see you! Hello, hello. Okay. Let's see if maybe we can talk to May some more. In the Salem trials, most families with accused members lost everything they owned, and if they were not convicted, even if they were not convicted. This is because seizure lawsuits allowed local law enforcement to confiscate all property, included in a crime, including items, land, housing, currency, and even food. Those laws are still in effect today. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, so their lives are basically ruined if they're accused.
Hi. So, we met this interesting woman named Olivia.
We all know about Olivia and her magic.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Good for you.
We saw Tegan at the museum. Looks like she's working on an interesting installation.
Why don't you ask her?
Well, I thought you might have an opinion, or...
I don't. Can you just leave her out of this? I don't want her being involved with my problems. I'm done talking, okay?
Okay. That's fair. It's okay to have boundaries.
Well, we have the tickets. Let's go see the lame witch of Salem. Oops. I mean real witch.
I was trying to figure out how to do that, Deirdre, but... Not a fan, Rooftop. I think I remember you saying that at one point. I have had a lot of thoughts so far. I've shared a lot of them already. But I definitely am enjoying this game. Like, I really do... Actually, I meant to check the settings. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I actually do enjoy. Oh, thank goodness. We can turn the music down. Like, I don't need it to be down that much. I just need the dialogue to be louder. Okay. Great. Yeah, I'll probably try to rein in all my thoughts once I've finished the game, but there are definitely some things I like, some things I don't like. That's fair, Rooftop. Yeah, now that you've had some distance from it. I think I'm benefiting from coming at it, like, later after it's already come out, if that makes sense. So, like, I've had some time to hear what people have to say. I've had some time to, like, almost, like, cool myself off before playing it. Can I talk to these people?
That group is really chanting up a storm. What has them so angry?
Yo mama.
The old Salem courthouse, the seat of justice.
How do I go to the museum?
Ooh, should we take the witch tour? Ooh, should we take the witch tour?
A specter may be hanging over Salem, but that doesn't keep the town from getting into the Halloween spirit.
Spirit, you say? Is it in here? Why are there so many protesters in a small town like this? I'm honestly glad for them. How do I go in?
Closed off.
Oh, I can't go in. How do I
How's
go?
the investigating going? Any progress with May?
What do I do?
Do you have any more information about the Salem witch trials?
Did the exhibitions manage to spark your interest?
They did. I found this display showing the ancestry of the accused, but it didn't seem fully complete. I was wondering if you had more information stored here somewhere.
Well, We do have the upper floor, which is also where I keep most of my accused witches' stuff.
Would it be okay for me to go up there?
Let me in.
I'd really like getting a better picture of the history of Salem.
Usually we don't allow people up on the second floor. It's restricted. But maybe just this once I can make an exception.
Yay!
You are here to help, after all. So if you think it would benefit you, feel free to go up there.
Thank you.
I'll open the door for you. It's actually really cool. The stairs are hidden behind a bookcase. Hold on.
Let's go. Excuse me? Whoa! Cool. Oh, this rules. Ah, Deirdre. Yeah, the controls are tough.
Whoa, originals? These books must be hundreds of years old. No wonder they're restricted. I hope their information is still open to the public, at least.
Love that for you, Nancy. That's a good stance to have. Okay. All information should be open to everybody. Salem and the Prohibition, AW, another way for accused witches.
Someone's a busy bee. Old court protocols, ancestry records. Tegan is really digging deep into the witch trials.
What do we got? Are you a descendant? The Salem witch trial descendants have spread all over the globe, with 20 victims executed, over 200 accused, and over 150 having been arrested. The accused and convicted are now have a growing number of descendants and relatives. Okay. Just some notes. The real evil was in the accusers rather than those accused. Samuel Paris. Oh, you know, when I saw the name Paris, I was like, oh, because I read it as Perry at first. It was rumored in later years that their being an ancestor had altered their name to Perry. Very interesting. Okay, so we know there's somebody in the town named Perry. Was it Olivia? Olivia Perry? Was that the lawyer? Or that was... Hold on, I might need to check my notes. Does Nancy Drew have a notebook? Do you have a notebook? Do you have a notebook, Nancy? Maybe not. Maybe not. Somebody was named Perry. Perry the platypus! Perry the witch. Okay. Very cool. I like this upstairs area a lot. Hi, Deirdre. The contact's last names. Did I miss it? Oh, Tegan! Thank you. Okay, so that is... So Paris... Wait, okay, so then where did I see the name Paris? It was in one of these books.
Sad that even children are...
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. So Elizabeth Paris, age 9, claimed to be possessed by the devil. Okay, so Paris was one of the people who were accused. Do we have the name Paris anywhere else? Oh, John Hathorne. And then Thomas Danforth. The name Danforth, I think Danforth is the name of the current judge? Maybe?
Let's see.
Oh, hell yeah, ghost tour.
Let's see.
Let's go. Okay. So they
How's the investigating going? Any progress with May?
are potentially descendants of
Talk to you later.
accused. Let's see. Harris was the local pastor and also one of the judges on the trials. Interesting.
It'll be more useful to explore the graveyard with a tour guide.
How do I get the tour? I want to go on the tour. Do I have to talk to you again? Excuse me.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
She's cute. I think she's my favorite model so far.
Later.
Okay.
Fire at Hathorne House. We all know certain renegades in this town know something or two about fire.
May Perry. You don't think she'd do it again, do you? She was so young.
Their
Wouldn't
lips are
surprise
not
me.
moving.
Creeping around back alleys with her hood head down. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Well, with her history, she's bound to already be in the sights of the neighborhood watch. So we'll find out soon enough.
My thoughts exactly.
Okay.
A specter may be hanging over Salem.
Maybe I'll go back in here. What was your last name?
I'll come back later.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I can't talk to you. How about you? Can I talk to you, Judge?
What can I help you girls with?
Nothing.
Talk to you later.
Okay. His daughter never claimed to be possessed, but that explanation was offered up by the local clergy after the trials ended as a way to affirm that something supernatural and evil had happened without implicating any more people, and instead blaming the devil because at that time nobody wanted any more executions. Very interesting. Okay. Alright, maybe I'll try talking to May again.
Hi.
I'm done talking, okay?
Okay. Maybe I'll make a phone call. Can I sleep? Deirdre, do you want to share?
Good night's rest improves memory retention. But
Go on the witch tour. How do I go on the witch tour? I cannot figure it out. I called my dad.
Nance, I was just thinking about you. How's the investigation going? Any new leads?
hey, Dad. I feel like I'm making headway.
Leaving no stone unturned? Things aren't always what they seem.
Yeah, I know that, Dad. I'm meticulous as always.
Atta girl. Unfortunately, your good old dad has some cases of his own that require his attention. But keep me updated on your progress.
Will do. Talk to you later. Love you.
Love you too, kiddo. Bye.
Okay. I want to follow up with Ned, too.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail inbox of Ned Nickerson. I apologize that I did not come to the phone in a timely fashion.
Nerd.
Please feel free to leave a message after the beep.
Okay. Okay, I need to figure out how to go on the ghost tour. It's gotta just be like something I'm not clicking correctly. I really like the vibes of this game.
The road has completely collapsed into the sinkhole. No wonder they closed it off. The ground is still crumbling.
Okay, so we just can't go that way at all? Can I go in here now?
It's locked.
I got a tour. Oh, maybe I have to use the tour ticket like on Olivia or something? Not Olivia. What's her name? Olivia?
Now this accused witch.
Okay, I don't care. Hello? Nancy? Oh my gosh. Okay, moving around is a little frustrating.
This tour sounds interesting.
Welcome on my tour.
Thank you.
Nice! Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Did I do it?
Talk to you later.
Visit the witch tour spots. Okay.
The road has completely collapsed into this.
Oh
Whoa
god.
there, watch your step. In recent years, these maws into the deep unknown have opened. There was once a vast network of tunnels beneath Salem, used by smugglers during the Prohibition era. Most would have you believe that these tunnels are now collapsing. But you have to wonder, if there could be something more sinister behind these sudden maws into the underworld.
Okay. I can appreciate her, you know, theatrics.
Can't use that here. Can't use that here. Can't use that here.
But it's glowing. It says that I can.
Can't use that here. Can't use that.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, Nancy. Okay.
Bring light into the darkness. That's beautiful.
It's a candle. I love the music in this game. Wow. Ooh.
Hathorn House. Can't see it from here. Must be deeper in through.
Through these woods lies the infamous Hathorn Estate. It was common during the Salem witch trials that the lands of the accused were taken and resold for cheap. The judge himself bought many such lands, and on them built his grand estate. The Hathorn House has since come to represent all the wrongs that were inflicted during the trial.
Playground, hi! Good to see you. I was just saying how much I love the vibes of this game. Like, I'm actually really enjoying this so far. I have some issues with it, but I also have a lot of things that I really like about it. So I'll have to do a full talk through of all of my thoughts when we beat it. Yeah, the game is really got some good vibes. I will say probably I'm gonna have to call it here just because I'm losing my voice a little bit.
These headstones bear names lost to history, but some believe they belong to those sentenced for witchcraft. A condemned witch was forbidden from being buried on consecrated grounds, but many victims were buried by loved ones in secrecy, and some may have found their eternal rest beneath these unmarked graves.
Okay, I see. So anything... anything with this symbol is gonna be part of the tour. Oh, you're fine, Playgrap. Alright, y'all. Unfortunately, I really want to keep playing, but my voice is actually starting to really hurt. So I think I'm gonna call it here. Let me see if I can find somebody I can send you to. Maybe somebody who's playing Nancy. Oh. I have just been having so many like congestion issues so far. Holly, thank you for the bits. So good to see y'all. You're sleepy? I'm sleepy too, Plague. I'm gonna go rest my voice a bit. How about I send you to another spooky Nance game? Let's see. Oh gosh. Let's see. Oh, somebody's playing pajamas. Okay. So I'm getting distracted. All right. This person does art usually, but they're playing. Oh, I hope your stress gets a little bit easier. Rooftop. Maple Cat Art. Stick around for the raid. Go give Maple Cat Art some love. Get some extra channel points. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday, and we'll continue this game. Good to see y'all. Take care, everybody. Bye.